Apartheid. Apartheid was an official policy of discrimination based on skin color followed by the government of South Africa. The term apartheid means separateness or apartness in Afrikaans, a language spoken in South Africa. Due to apartheid, the rights of the majority of the dark-skinned people of South Africa were curtailed. The white-skinned people enjoyed all the rights and privileges. The dark-skinned people were denied all rights and they were made to lead separate lives. There were separate neighborhoods, schools, hospitals, trains and buses for the whites, and even the fertile farming lands were reserved for them. The dark-skinned people did not even have the right to vote. The policy of apartheid was widely criticized by countries around the world. Many countries severed all contacts with South Africa and it was forced to withdraw from many international organizations. In South Africa, the fight against apartheid was led by the African National Congress, ANC. In 1964, the leader of the ANC, Nelson Mandela, was jailed for his non-violent anti-government activities. After a long struggle, apartheid was finally abolished in the 1990s when the South African government released Mandela from prison after 27 years. The government changed many discriminatory laws. In 1994, general elections were held in South Africa, in which people from all races were allowed to vote. With this, South Africa became a democratic country, and all the people, irrespective of their races, began to be treated equally. Key elements of democracy: people's participation. People's participation in the affairs of government is an important feature of democracy. People participate in elections through which they choose their representatives to form the government. In India, the government is elected for a period of 5 years, after which elections are held again. If people are not happy with the government's performance, they are free to elect a new government. Apart from elections, people also participate in the process of governance by other means as well. They can hold protest march and rallies if they feel that a particular policy of the government is against their interests. People also protest by distributing pamphlets, holding meetings and rallies, performing street plays and dramas. Sometimes protests get violent, where people destroy vehicles or property owned by the government to protest against government policies. Employees of organizations sometimes go on strikes and refuse to work to fulfill some of their demands. Signature campaigns are also a form of protest, where people collect signatures on a particular issue and submit them to the government in the form of a mass appeal. Groups of people also organize themselves into social movements to draw attention of the government and the masses towards issues relating to environment, social inequality, etc. The Narmada Bachao Andolan and Chipko movement are some examples of social movements. Media plays an important role in ensuring people's participation. Newspapers, television channels and radio report highlight important issues to keep people informed about the various developments and issues of key concern. They try to be impartial in their views so that people are able to form their own opinion and judgment. Media sometimes organizes group discussions among citizens to know their opinion on a particular issue. Sometimes questionnaires with various questions are circulated among the people. The responses to these help to understand the sentiments of the people. How conflicts are resolved. In any country, conflicts are bound to occur as there might be difference of opinion and preferences among people. Some people might feel discriminated against, while others may think they are superior. Conflicts can be based on religion, rights over property or territory, and other such issues. Sometimes conflicts can be very serious and complicated in nature, leading to unnecessary violence, destruction, or even loss of life. There can be conflicts between two individuals, two groups, and even two or more states. It is the duty of the government to resolve all conflicts in a peaceful manner so that all the parties involved in the conflict are pacified. Sometimes, some vested interests ignite conflicts to serve their own purpose. In such cases, the government should be impartial and tactful and ensure that the conflict does not grow out of control. All the citizens of the country have to abide by some laws. Through its police force, the government has to ensure that people follow the law and the conflicts do not lead to widespread lawlessness. If the conflicting parties cannot reach any amicable solution, they should approach the court of justice. Equality and justice. Equality and justice go hand in hand in a democracy. When people are treated equally, they get equal justice. In India, the government has taken certain steps to ensure equality and justice. The discriminatory practice of untouchability has been abolished by law. Untouchability was an evil practice in which some people assumed themselves to be the superior class and considered a section of the people untouchables. The untouchables faced many discriminations and were denied all basic rights. Today, the practice of untouchability is a punishable offense. The Constitution also declares India to be a secular country. This means that people of all regions are treated equally without any discrimination. However, some sections of the society that have faced discriminations for a long period of time need special privileges so that they become a part of the mainstream. For them, the government has made special provisions called reservations. For example, some seats are reserved for people of the backward classes in educational institutions and government offices. Women have been denied the right to education and other privileges for many centuries. So, the government has passed several laws to ensure justice for women and the girl child. Some states provide free education for girls till the secondary level. Income tax laws allow tax benefits for women. Girls can also claim a share in their parental property.